Representative the Donald Bike Chairman Sokoto.
My story will not be different from what you already know. Today in Nigeria, all you hear is bad news. Nobody hears good news again. If you wake up every morning in Nigeria, it is this number of people killed here, this number of people killed here. That's what you hear. I know how it is for people in Zamfara. I know the pain you're going through. Even if you're not directly involved, it is not good news to wake up and hear bad news all over the place. The reason why I did not come to Zamfara now is a similar situation. Today in the north, where you used to go freely everywhere, you don't. My last visit to Sokoto, I came here to support education. Governor Tampawa gave him vehicle, and I drove all the way to the border. If I tell him, Governor, I want to do it today, he will ask me, what are you going there to do? Mean that things have changed. So when they asked me, today, Nigeria is insecure. You can't go from Abuja to Kaduna. You cannot travel from Abuja to Kaduna now because the whole place is insecure. So there's problem everywhere. All I came to plead with you people is that Nigeria cannot continue this way. Please, for the sake of your children, Nigeria cannot continue this way. We must find a Nigeria where there will be security of life and property. People must be able to live secure in Nigeria. It is very important. You must be able to pull people out of poverty by supporting their businesses, by giving them employment. That is what we want to do. I'm sure, like I told the chairman, which he agreed, that after my own delivery, we'll do more to expatiate about what I'm saying. So our number one priority is security. Number two priority, like I said, following security is to give people employment. The more you employ people, your country today is going through so many difficulties because of poverty. There are over 100 million people living in poverty. No country of the world will have that number of people without having the problem we are facing today. It will be the same thing in every society. The people who happen to go to school and everything are unemployed. Nobody will have the level of unemployment we have without having a problem. So we must have a government that cares about this too. We must have a government that will reduce the cost of governance. When Okube was talking, he told you, I've been a governor for 8 years, and we were able, in that 8 years, to reduce our cost of governance to a level where we were not owing gratuity, we were not owing pension, we were not owing salary, we were not owing contractor, we were not owing supplier, and have 7-something billion naira that we left when I left office. That's what we want to achieve. My story here is not going to be too long. All I came to do is to introduce myself. You can go and ask people who are from Anambra State about who I am, what I do, and how I can solve the problem of Nigeria. Today in Nigeria, we live as if we are no longer one country. We need a leader that can bring all of us together. We need a leader that make us love each other. When I came here, I was telling the deputy governor, I said, Deputy Governor, when I arrived here, I was going to look for my brother, the Sultan. As a student in university, in my second year, in 1982, the Sultan of Sokoto today was the second lieutenant in Nsukka, and I was in the university, and we lived together. And our relationship has remained the same from that day to today. From that day to today, all through his military days, when he was in Pakistan as the MA, everything, me and him were exchanging visits. Today we still talk with each other. While I was governor, he visited me twice. And I visited him, and we remained that close. Yesterday I called him. He said, no, I'm in Abuja. Again, wait when I go back. I said, no, I've scheduled this visit. I will go and I'll come back to Abuja and we'll meet. So I want to go back to that relationship where we were all living together as a family. Today we are divided as a country. For one reason or the other, it's the elite thing. So we want a leader that will bring us together. And that I'm offering. We used to have a Nigeria where people were able to go to their farm. This area, Sokoto, Zamfara, have a lot of products and they can offer to the society. They have a huge land in Zamfara. There's a lot of mining going on. There's a product. Zamfara probably will have more than oil. All we need is to have proper security, have the mine properly and everything. So is Sokoto. They have everything. From all the agricultural products to cement to everything. But they need it to be properly organized and done properly. So we have a lot that every state in Nigeria can offer. All we want to do is to remove Nigeria from being a sharing, consuming nation to a creating, producing nation. If we do it, everybody will be happy. Today, all of us have been turned into beggars. So I'm pleading with all of you. People are going to come, share you money. People are going to come to give you money. People are going to come and do all sorts of things. But I'm begging you, Nigeria cannot continue the way it is today. Your country is collapsing. Nigeria is collapsing. If we allow it to collapse, it will affect everybody more. So we are better off, if anybody comes here and gives you money, please take it. Don't say no. Everybody needs money. So take it. But listen to all of us. Those of us who have, and those of us who don't have. Listen to us. But as delegates, if you go to vote, please take picture of your children and put in front of you. and ask yourself, which society do I want these children to live in? Which future do I want for these children? It is important that you look at the future of your children when you vote, because that money you take, whatever, check when Shagari was in government than today, and you check the difference. Is Nigeria not better then? It's better then. So if it's better then, we want to bring back governments that will be the same thing. That is what we are here to do. That is what I'm here to plead with all of you. Please, when you vote, do not look at the amount of money people will give you. When they give you the money, keep it. It's your money anyway. But when you vote, look at the future of your children. Because that society, the money you're collecting, what you're doing can ruin the future of your children. Thank you, and God bless you.
Presidential aspirant of the People's Democratic Party, our party executives, the party executive from the Pada State, our delegates, which constitute the party chairman, local government administrative chairman, national delegates, our national representative from our national headquarters, and those that were just elected on Monday. Good evening and you are welcome. Your Excellency, this is Sokoto State, the seat of the Caliphate, on which it is your second home. No doubt, history will not forgive us to rejoice without an umbrella state. Sokoto State is part of your second home. Going by the history of politics in Nigeria, the northern Nigeria and the northeast always married together. If we go back to the history, since 1960, when Alex Akweme, the NCLC, led by Ezekwe, and the APC, led by Ahmad Bello Sodano of Sokoto, who married together in the parliament to produce the president and the prime minister at that time. In the Second Republic, the history remained the same. When President Shehu Shagari had a running mate from southeast, in person of Alex Akweme, who was his daughter presently now. This shows how the politics of southeast and the northern Nigeria remain the same. In 2019 also, our presidential aspirant, who is presently here, was happened to be the running mate of Alhaji Abubakar Wazir Adamawa, who is the then presidential candidate of the party. This shows how the politics of northern Nigeria and the southeast remain forever. No doubt, Your Excellency, we have our presidential aspirant also in Sokoto State, who is also your friend, your brother, your companion, in person of Right Honorable Amir Wazir Tambol. But let us assure you that Sokoto State is your home, and this delegate will assure you here are secondly your delegates. So we assure you that after Right Honorable Amir Waziri, you are second to Sokoto State delegates. Your Excellency, sir, you have a lot of tasks before you. PDP has been in power since 1999 to 2015. But now, if you have seen how the country remains now, security is not there, poverty, unemployment, and others. So you have a lot. You have to twist your hand. You have to remain together, all the presidential aspirants, to make sure that the power comes 2023 goes back to People's Democratic Party, PDP. I was wrong to stop here. We are welcome, sir, and we pray for you for the safe journey from here to your destination. We are welcome.
Thanks for checking out SYMFONI on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.